Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2 for Remote Edition. In the previous episode, we basically did a little bit of work of getting some new trains set up, replacing some of our aging equipment with some new ones, and as well as building this new diesel engine house, so we could repair and basically store our diesel locomotives when needed. And in this episode, we're going to continue on doing a couple more things. But, however, as you notice, it's 1978. There's a big event coming up pretty soon, and I'm excited to see what it could be. Hold on. Why have all the trains stopped? Waiting for free path. Oh! The train of silverware. I guess I might have to add a signal here. There we go. But now the station here, something is causing all this blockage. Let me see, what's causing this? Oh, no wonder. This train of lumber needs to go... Oh, you have to be kidding me. We didn't go through the other junction. Crud. Let me see. Might as well try to add the signal, and then add another signal on this route. But now I gotta figure out how to get this fixed. Let's see. There we go. That worked a little. But now I gotta fix this here. And there we go. Perfect. Now my train should start moving again. Ugh. When trains get jammed up, it causes all sorts of trouble. And now with the lumber train set in the right direction, I think everything should be a-okay now. It will take a little bit of time for all the other passenger trains to finally get moving, but once they do, everything will probably be back to normal. Now, let's see. Our train of steel or... Our steel and plastic haven't arrived yet. Wonder what's taking them so long. Oh, this train is on its way to pick up the plastics. What about the train bringing in the steel? Oh, this train is waiting at a signal. And no wonder, the tracks here are still blocked. Well, at least that fixed the jam up a bit. But then we have another jam here. This commuter train is... Oh wait, it has a clear path, so... Let's actually speed this up so everything will get back to normal. Why is this train picking up lumber? It should be picking up steel. I'm unloading this. Something is not going right here. Because it's supposed to drop off at Pine Valley Transfer the load of lumber for the factory, not picking it up. Not to mention, I think it's probably about time to replace some of these aging rail cars with something a little more modern. Let's see. multiple units, diesel. Here we go. We'll probably replace them with a pair of these. Hold on. Yeah, a pair of these SPV 2000s. They're a little more modern than the old RDCs. And I just realized I haven't even used my rail bus at all in this series. I got it, but I never used it. Hold on, can I repaint these? Why, yes, I can. Oh, look at that. New rolling stock. Which is basically only a new gondola. That red actually looks pretty good. I think I'll basically repaint them into that color. There we go. I have even yet to even supply Pine Valley with supplies. Let's see, it needs fruit, it needs fuel, needs war materials, and it needs foodstuffs. Well, let's have a look around. Speaking of which, do we have any new airplanes that we can replace some of our aging ones? Because we only have the de Havilland Comet, and these planes are starting to get a little old. Oh yeah, the Boeing 737s, or this particular or the British Aerospace 146. I'll probably replace them with the Boeing jets. They were starting to get a little old anyway. And oh, come on, no, I don't want to go for limited signal 2. You're gonna go through there, and then when you come back from Pine Valley, oh, I just realized that's not the right way to get back, because it has to go through to Pine Valley and let's see. Okay, that'll work. And then just go back down the other line on the return trip. Let's see if I can try using that same glitch again to get the train into the right route. There we go. That should fix that problem now. Because it's blocking the other tracks and all the other trains have to get through. Like this train of asphalt, for example. And this passenger train needs to get through as well. Might as well add a signal here to fix that so this train of coffee berries can get to its destination. And finally, we got our commuter train going again. Ugh, jeez. I think this episode is going to primarily be focusing on getting these jams fixed up in this area. We'll probably need to replace most of the old trackage around here and replace it with something a little less cluttered. But at least now, many of the trains that got stalled behind can now finally move. Wait, this train's supposed to deliver asphalt in. Oh, you've got to be joking. How many trains are supposed to get through? Alright, now that train's finally moving. Finally, now my trains can start moving again. Although, I think I might try adding a new signal gantry over this section of track. Let's see. I'll need to set up a crossover signal. Well, this. Though, this is going to be a double aspect because of the crossover switch. And that should basically cover it. Now my trains should start basically getting to where they need to go. And hopefully soon. Because these switches and everything else is really starting to bug me. Alright, let's see. At least the train is going to pick up the plastic. What about the steel train? Has that arrived at the goods factory? Yes, it has. $23.1 million in delivery. And now we have over 286 units of steel that we can use for making general goods. But first, though, we'll have to pick up some plastics, which is starting to really fill up at the station here. Let me see. This train's supposed to pick up loads of asphalt, and it's already delivered about a little bit of it for the town of Riverside. Not much, but at least it's doing some good. Let me see. The war material plant. I wonder, maybe I could deliver it by road? It's a bit of a long drive, but it could deliver a good amount. Actually, I think this town will be fully served by by road transport in this area, not by rail. I know, bit of odd blasphemy, but now let's see. War material and food is in short, but fuel and fruit is not. I could pick up fruit from one of the farms around in the region, but there will be a but I don't know. I don't think any of the roads in the area connect to any fruit farms or close by. I could invest in one, but I already have done that already with the logging camp, so. What about fuel? Well, no. Let me think. I could pick it up and pick up food and take it to town along with war material. Actually, war material is probably the best option. Let's see. Alright, let's see. I think this will just be known as truck service just truck service I. And now we'll just take one of the Peterbilt trucks and just pick up some war materials to take back. And of course, I like this truck in yellow. It looks pretty flashy. Let's see. This train needs to unload steel only, not pick up lumber. Someone is delivering lumber here for some darn reason, and I don't know why. But, however, we're about to enter the wild 1980s. But furthermore, though, we're entering the decade. We're basically have achieved a centenary of operations. Some new vehicles, a large mining truck. This could be interesting. Some new guns, and that's basically it. But, however, with the start of the new decade, as well as the 100th anniversary of our founding of the company, I think it's time for something a little special. Considering that in the last 100 years of our operation, we have seen trains come and go. Let me think. What could be the next stop of this excursion? So, you might be wondering why I'm doing this? Well, there's a pretty good reason. Let's see. Let's see. Dark red, blue, gray, light blue, gray, green, lilac, white, yellow, green, dark green, brown. Uh, hmm. Jeez, there's a lot of. There's. I think we'll probably go for this one. Alright, we'll just add the stations back along the route. Oh, right, I can't basically have the same station. The starting station twice. And to make sure this train gets around properly, it will go through the Greenwood signal in this direction, and this one on the return trip. I'm going to put it on track 2 here at Greenwood, and on the return trip, track 1. Longhorn, you're going to be on track 1. In Longhorn, you're going to be on track 2. What about Whiskey Exchange? Let's see. Let's basically put it on track 1 and then on the return trip, track 2. Pretty sure Pine Valley is already taken care of by the look of things. I believe so. Now, it's time to tell you all of my big plan for the Centenary of the North Central lines. Well, for over 100 years, our company has seen trains come and go, and we have retired our last steam engine in 1960. But, however, I think it's time to bring the age of steam back. So, for the 100th anniversary, we're now going to be operating our own steam excursion train, using one of the Berkshires, number 1204, in the lead. Let's see. I need to find that auxiliary tanker. Ah, here we go. We'll just use this fuel tender just primarily for the steam locomotive. We'll also need a diesel behind to provide extra power. Not a whole lot of options. Let's see, that train goes at 80 miles an hour. This diesel goes at 75, so maybe this could work. And, oh, what now? These two switchers are basically blocking their way. The switcher can't deliver the building materials, and this train can't bring in the sand. It can't basically pick up the. Well, it has to pick up loads of sand and wastewater. Uh, well, I think it was just a temporary fluke. Anyways, let's get back to what the train will be. So, it will be this 284 Berkshire. think I'll be able to find it a lot faster if I just look for cars that carry liquids. Actually, even if it's on the main line, I think this Berkshire will probably be okay. Now, for the consist. It will have a Pullman baggage car, obviously, to carry tools and and repair equipment, just in case if anything goes wrong. It will have a mix of streamlined coaches and Pullman heavyweights. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally deleted the only coach on this consist. It's supposed to have one baggage car. Now whiskey demands packaging cartons and machinery. Okay, we'll do that in a bit. Right now, I'm busy making a steam excursion. We'll add that. And finally, we'll add the observation car. With 460 units, this train is going to be quite long. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh. Let me just move this to the back. Alright. And now we need to rename this service to... We'll just call this Steam Excursion. And this locomotive's basis of operations for the excursion will be from the old roundhouse. Hopefully this train won't basically be too long for the station platforms. All we just need to do now is just wait for the train to come out of the engine house. And there she is. After 20 years, the Berkshires are finally returning to steam. And not to mention, the creator of this mod has given these Berkshires a bit of a new refreshed texture. And it looks pretty snazzy. Even if the tender doesn't match, it still looks great. And plus, there's a new parlor car in there. A private car, basically. And it basically has to wait for this train to pass. But, however, once it gets to the first station, it will begin the first ever steam excursion on the railroad. And those two old diesels, I plan to operate another steam excursion with those two diesels as a retro passenger service from the olden days. Hopefully the signals will allow me to get this train out onto the open line. Oh, some new electrics. The GF6 demos, the one in the Milwaukee Road, the New Haven, and that's basically it. But once this train of water clears the track... Oh, you have got to be joking! Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can try doing the same trick here. There we go. Hopefully it won't cause any more trouble. Alright! Now we finally got our own steam excursion all set up to go. It'll pick up passengers along the way and allow people to experience what it was like to ride on the North Central lines in the days of steam. And I believe, with that in mind, I think we've reached a good ending point for today's episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!